Good evening, guys. My
Good
voice is audible?
Yeah, your voice is audible, please.
Yes, thank you. My screen is visible, right?
Yes,
Yes.
visible.
Okay, fine. We can start the session or we want to wait 2 to 3 minutes.
Madam,
What
you can
about your
start.
Astrid?
You can start, madam. Now six
Okay, fine.
past 4 minutes.
Yes, fine. Thank you. Actually, today we just going to see the topic is behavioral based safety, that is BBS. In short form, before we begin, I would like to ask you simple question. Okay, I hope that everyone to interact, right? Okay. First, very simple questions. Right, wrong, it's nothing. Okay, just you want to be uh, answer it. That's it. Okay. So why do accident happen at the workplace? Any guess?
Unawareness of the procedures.
Very good. Any other?
Negligence, the safety procedure.
Super. Any other answer? Yes, it's unsafe machines, maybe the poor working conditions, even lack of safety equipments, right? So these are all important. However, the research it's across industries has shown that a significant number of workplace accidents involve unsafe human behavior. So even when safety system and equipment are available, the behavioral based safety focused on understanding why people behave the way they do and how we can encourage safety behavior while using unsafe one. So the today's sessions is not just about explaining the rules and regulations. It is about people, habits, attitude, and choices that make workplace safer every day. Okay. Just to be remember one thing's important statement. The safety is not only a condition of the workplace, it is a behavior practiced by every individual.
Right.
As the future health and safety professionals, your responsibility will not only be the identify the hazards, but also to influence the people behavior and build a positive safety culture within organization. So, end of this today's sessions, you will understand what is behavior based safety, then why the people sometimes ignore safety procedures, then what is the process of implementing the BBS, then what is the role of observation, feedback, and positive reinforcement, then how the BBS contribute to reducing the workplace accident and creating a strong safety culture. I encourage everyone to participate actively. I will be asked the questions. It's discussing, it's real life examples and inviting your opinions throughout these sessions. Okay. If you having any doubts or something in between, also you can ask. I'm just to encouraging their participative sessions only. Okay. So let's begin with a simple yes activity. Okay. Here can you please share one unsafe behavior that you have personally observed, that either in your college or at home, any workplace or on the road?
Var.
You need sample pictures or something.
No, no, I'm just to asking you. Yes, share one, any, I mean, unsafe behavior you observe personally at home or on the road or any workplace? You just to share your opinion, anyone.
See, the simple thing is without a helmet, you are riding the bike. This is the biggest negligence for the safety.
Okay, fine. Good.
And without firefighting, you can use your cooking access in the kitchen. This is the biggest violation.
Yes, of course, Mariappan sir.
Without
Fine.
without a safety belt, you are stepping to ladder. This is the biggest violation.
Definitely. I'm expecting all the students please participate. Yes, yeah. Actually, there is no right or wrong answer. Your observation will help us understand why the the behavior based safety is so important, right? So here I
Yes,
hope
yes.
that more than 30 students are there. Please, 35 plus students are there. If you say one, we can get that 35 answer. It's okay, fine. Let's get started.
You need more examples.
No, I'm expecting all the students want to be
The
participate.
biggest, the big. I will tell you simply. You are listening the earphones in your ear. This is the biggest violation for your ear will be damaged soon.
Yeah, of course. That is also it's affected for self. Okay, but
Actually,
it's our. Yes, sir.
yeah, ma'am.
Please.
Two, 3 days ago, which one I saw, and my working place, they're uploading some heavy loading material. Like this is the precast chamber material. It's almost it is a 5 ton,
Oh.
and the same. And my two workers was the same, almost the close by upload area. And unfortunately, its crane hook is damaged, and they are injured.
Oh.
مش عارف ما لقيتش فيه حاجة بصراحة. ايه؟ ما لقيتش فيه حاجة.
And then I observe, yes, should be when they are afloat, there should be keep their safe distance. If they keep the same distance, it will be not happening the injured.
Okay.
Yes,
أنا
yes.
safe. Okay, مشكور. خلاص.
Okay, fine. Yes, thank you so much. But I didn't see your names. Yes, it's displaying iPhone only. Okay, fine. But it's a very good thing, right? Because if you see that much of incident now, at least after that, people should, yes, it's getting some, yes, awareness, right? The causations. That is most important. That is the major things of behavior-based safety intention.
Yeah.
Okay, so in simple if you say that, one second. Yes, actually, let's get started. What is behavior based safety, that is BBS? Now let's understand that meaning of BBS. It's commonly,
BBS.
it's known as, yes, behavior based safety. The behavior based safety is here, it's a systematic approach to improving workplace safety by focusing on people behavior rather than only on equipment or procedure. So if you say in a simple word, the BBS help us identify the which behavior are safe and which behaviors are unsafe. So how we can encourage these safe behavior through observations, constructive feedbacks, and positive reinforcement. So it is the important to remember that the BBS is not about blaming or it's a punishing the employees. It's instead of it's about helping the people recognize unsafe practice and supporting them in adopting safer behavior, I mean safer habits. So the BB's
Right.
process, it's typically involved three key steps. One is observation, second one is feedback, third one is reinforcement. The observation, the observe how the work is being performed and identify both safe and unsafe behaviors. The feedback, discuss the observation respectfully and provide immediate, yes, the reporting authority or wherever we
Right.
need, yes, we want to convey. Then it's a constructive suggestions, it's give that more improvements. If you go
Yes.
for positive reinforcement, the appropriate and recognize the employees who the consistently demonstrate the safe behaviors, encouraging them to continue these practices. So the main objective of BBS is to make safe behavior a habit rather than on obligations. Okay, if you say in simple example, just to imagine a worker, it's a climbing a ladder without maintaining 3-point contact. Okay, so instead of immediately criticizing the worker, the supervisor also using their BBS would observe the behavior, explain the potential risk, demonstrate the correct method, even though it's appreciate the workers when they follow the safe practice. So what
Right.
the key way we take away from this one, the behavior based safety is a proactive approach. It's that encourage the people to walk safely through observations, positive feedbacks, and continuous improvement, not through fear or punishment. That is most important. Why the behavior based safety is needed? Because now that we know about what BBS is BB I mean BBS is, it's less understand why the organization need it. Because even in workplace with excellent safety policies, modern
Mm.
equipment, and regular training, accident can still occur. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Because the one of the main reason is unsafe human behavior. Because the many workplace incident are caused not by the options of safety rules, but the people choosing not to follow them. Let's look at some common unsafe behavior. Not
Yeah. No
wearing
PP.
personal, yes, a personal protective equipment, PPE. For example,
Right.
walking without a helmet. The sir is Mariappan sir is highlighted in the starting their classes itself. Yes,
Mm.
without gloves, then safety
Yeah.
shoes.
Every activity have separate PP. Yes. As per the work, have the separate PP. Like somebody first cutting to steel, they have to safety
Yes, we
um,
want to follow some
hand
checklist
glass,
also.
everything. Yeah. Yes.
Definitely. Then so the safety gloves also sometimes missed because it feel uncomfortable, or it's just for a minute. Yes, the people or feel like that. Okay, just for tighten only one screw. Why I want to wear
Right.
that gloves? Yes,
Right.
immediately we
Right.
can
Right.
complete, right, that much of things.
Right. Right.
Then another thing is some pressure also nowadays, right? The target task we want to complete on time. Then team A, team B, within a team we having fixed the task, right, based on the task completions, giving their rewards, everything. So this is also indirectly to pressurize the humans. um, Okay. Then another thing is taking shortcuts also. The employees may skip safety steps to save time or increase the productivity, but these shortcuts often increase the risk of accident. That is also they want to be realized. Then
It is always
ignoring
happening. We have that. Yeah.
SOP. It's a standard operating procedures. SOP are designed to ensure work is done safely, but ignoring them can lead to serious injuries or equipment damage. Then the using the mobile phones while working, so distractions caused by phone calls, it's texting or social media reduce the the attention and increase the chance of mistakes and accidents. Then example, we can say that drivers, right? Then poor housekeeping also, leaving tools, cables, spills, or sometimes the materials scattered around the workplace. It can lead to slip or trips or falls and other sometimes to create other hazards also. So these behavior may seems it's a small or harmless, but over time they can result in serious incident. So this is where behavior based safety become important. So the BBS helps the organization identity these unsafe behaviors or understand why they occur and encourage the employees to replace them with safety practice through observation, feedback, and positive reinforcement. So most accidents are preventable, but when unsafe behaviors are identified yearly, right? So and corrected before they lead to an accident, that is more important. Then now let's discuss one of the most important concept in safety management, that is Henry's safety triangle laws. Actually this theory was developed by Herbert William Henry, so in the year of 1930. So after studying thousands of workplace accident, so according to Henry's theory, uh, actually first one is one major injury, then 29 minor injuries, then 300 unsafe act or near misses. Okay, that is what does this means? It means that for every one serious accident, there are usually 29 minor injuries and around 300 unsafe act or near misses that occur beforehand. Okay, a near misses, miss is on event where an accident could have happened but did not. Okay, didn't. So either by chance or because someone reached in time. For example, imagine an employee walk through a factory without wearing a safety helmet every day. Okay, nothing happens for
Your voice is breaking.
a week, but one and causes a serious the first event. It was severe that were ignored. Not wait until an accident identify and correct unsafe act and near misses as early as possible. So this is exactly where behavior based safety play a vital role. So by observing unsafety behavior, it's providing immediate feedback and reinforcing safe practices. BBS help the it's reduce the number of unsafe act. So as unsafe act decrease,
Hello,
the
ma'am.
minor injuries also decrease. Yes,
Hello.
ma'am. My voice
Hello,
is
ma'am.
audible.
No, ma'am.
This
Sometimes
is
it was breakable. Can you repeat once again?
Yeah, sure. Actually, it's the entire slide I want to discuss.
Yes,
no,
ma'am.
no.
Because
This portion we can, ma'am. This portion.
only this.
This portion.
Okay. Actually, it's the person, Herbert William Henrich is established this law, okay, in the year of 1930. Okay, the major focused on that law is one is the three portions should be expressed in that law. One is of one major injury, second one is 29 major injuries, and third one is 300 unsafe act or near misses. That's mean what is exactly for this means if one serious accident happen na, so there are usually 29 minor injuries and around 300 unsafe act or near misses that occurred. Okay, so the near miss is on event where an accident would have happened but didn't, so either by chance or maybe someone reacted in time. Okay, that is the behavior. Actually the BBS, the exactly it's playing their important role because the observing unsafe behavior, providing immediate feedback and reinforcing safety practices, also it's very helpful for them to reduce the number of unsafe act. Okay, uh, what is exactly the key actions, the key message we are taking from this law na? Every major accident has a history. Okay, so if we identify and eliminate unsafe behavior in prior, okay, so we can prevent serious injury before they occur. That is the thing. That's why I'm just to giving one example also. Right? The many peoples are saying like that we drive my bike but without wearing their
Ma'am, your voice is breaking, ma'am.
helmet. I won't happen anything, right? But one day
Ma'am, your voice is not audible.
Madam, your voice is not audible.
one second, sir. Now only it's reconnected again.
Sure.
One second. Hello.
Yeah, ma'am.
Now
Yeah.
it's audible.
Now
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
audible.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes.
Yes. Thank you. Actually, here also having their heavy rain. In that news also, you just to be see that yes, in Pune, many roads or main roads are blocked. Even Mumbai roads also blocked the last 2 to 3 days.
Go
Yes,
ahead, ma'am. Go ahead,
maybe
ma'am.
that is the reason.
Without wasting time. Go
Thank
ahead.
you. Yes. Okay. Next, we can go for ABC model of behavior-based safety. That is, it's one of the fundamental concept in a behavior-based safety is the ABC model. That is, ABC stands for A means it's an antecedent, then B for behavior, and C for consequence. This model explains why the people behave the way they do and how the organization can influence safer behavior. Okay, let's understand the each component. That is a antecedent, is anything that happens before a behavior and encourage or remind a person to act. Example, safety signs, warning labels, safer training, the safety training provide very well in advance, even that induction period. Then standard operating procedures shared to all the supervisors, employees, wherever they need. Okay. Then supervisor proper instructions given to employees. So these act, as triggers or reminder for safe behavior. Okay. So behavior, second, the B means behavior. That is, the behavior is the actions performed by the employee. For example, wearing a safety helmet, using PPE correctly, then following, lockout, tag out procedures, reporting a hazard. So this is the part that we can observe and improve. Then consequence, the consequence is what happens after the behavior. Okay, the consequence determine whether the behavior is likely to be repeated. For example, employee complete the task safely without injury. Okay, the supervisor appreciated the employee for following safety rules. The employee feel safe and gain, confidence. The positive consequence encourage the employee to continue safe behavior. Example, antecedent, the safety sign says helmet area, wear your helmet. Okay, here the behavior means the worker wear the safety helmet before entering the area. Okay, here the consequence means the worker perform the job safely, avoid head injuries, and receive appreciation for following safety procedures. So the incident, it's remind us what to do, but the consequence determine whether we will continue doing it or not. Okay, so this is why the behavior based safety emphasizes the positive reinforcement. When the safe behavior are uh, recognized and appreciated, so the employees are more likely to repeat them constantly. Then if you go for a BBS process, let's now understand how the BBS is implemented in, or in the organization. So the BBS is the continuous improvement process that focused on identifying and encouraging safety behaviors. It's typically, the follow 6 simple steps. One is identify the critical behaviors. That is, the first step is to identify the behavior that have the greatest impact on safety. Example, it's include wearing PPE correctly, then PPE product, personal protective equipments, right? So then following
Yes.
standard operating procedure, then using the correct lifting techniques, then maintaining good housekeeping, then reporting hazards promptly. So these are
Yes.
called critical safety behavior. Yes, ma? Any question from your end?
No, no, ma'am.
No,
Okay,
proceed,
fine.
proceed, ma'am. Proceed, please.
Okay. Second, observe. Next, trained supervisors or safety observer watch employees while they perform their work. The purpose is not to find the fault, but to understand whether the safe practice are being followed and to identify the opportunities for improvement. That's it. Third one is a record. The observation are then documented using a checklist or observation form. So the records may include safe behavior observed, unsafe behavior observed, location and task, possible reasons for unsafe behavior. This data helps the identify common safety trends. Then fourth one is provide their feedback. After the observation, immediate and respectful feedbacks is given. So the appreciate the safe behaviors, discuss unsafe behaviors politely, then suggest the safer alternatives. So the constructive feedbacks, it's help the employees to improve without feeling criticized. Then reinforce, that is when employees constantly follow safety practice, uh, they should be recognized. The recognition maybe include verbal appreciations, maybe sometimes safety awards, sometimes we offer some certificates, appreciation certificates, maybe we are offer some employee recognition, arrange some employee recognition program. So the positive reinforcement motivate the employees to continue working safely. Then monitor and improve. The final step is to regularly review the observation data. The organization should ask, or unsafe behavior decreasing, or employee follow safety procedure more constantly, maybe, or accident and near misses reducing. So based on the findings, the additional training, coaching, or process improvement can be introduced. So that is the purpose we need their monitoring system. The monitoring also we want to be proofable, okay, I mean recordable. So the behavior based safety is not one time activity. It is a continuous cycle of observing, learning, improving, and reinforcing safe behavior. It is a continuous process. Then observation checklist in based behavior safety. An important tool in BBS is the observation checklist. That is, the checklist help the safety officers and supervisors observe work systematically and identify whether the employees are following the safe practices. So remember, the purpose of the checklist is to improve safety, not to blame or punish the employees. I already told that, right? So let's look at some common items on a BBS observation checklist. One is helmet. Observe whether the employees is wearing the safety helmet correctly and throughout the task. Okay, ask, is the helmet on, is the the chin strap it's fastened, then is the helmet in good conditions. Then safety shoes, check whether appropriate safety shoes are being owned. Okay, that is, it's look for proper safety footwear, it's a good condition, suitable for the working environment, everything. Then gloves, verify whether the correct type of gloves is being used for the specific task. For example, cut and resistant gloves, that is also different. Then chemical resistant gloves is different, heat resistant gloves is different, right? Gloves means
Right.
it's not a common one. So exactly, we want to be give the different gloves, different JDs. Okay. Then eye protection, that is, ensure that employees are wearing safety gloves or face shield uh, wherever there is a risk of flying particles, chemicals, or dust. So the eye protections also should fit, it's glasses fit properly and be clean. Then walking posture also, that is, the observe the whether the employee is using correct body posture, using their lifting, bending, pushing, or performing effective task. So the good posture, it's a help the prevent the muscular injuries and fatigue. Then housekeeping also, check whether the work area is clean or and it's organized. Look for tools kept in designated places, no oil or water spills, then clear walkways, then proper waste disposal. So the good housekeeping also many times reduce the risk of slips, trips, falls, or other workplace hazards. So what gets observed gets improved. So the regular observations help, identify the unsafe behavior early, so allowing the organization to take corrective actions before accident occur. Then positive reinforcement, that is also, it's one of the most powerful principle of BBS is positive reinforcement. Okay, so the positive reinforcement means it's recognizing and rewarding employees when they demonstrate safety behavior. When the people receive appreciation for uh, right thing, yes, so and more likely to repeat that behavior. So instead of focusing only on mistake, the BBS encourage the organization to celebrate these safety actions. So some common forum of positive reinforcement include, recognition, publicity acknowledging employees who constantly follow safety rules. Then appreciation, a simple thank you or well done from a superior that motivate the employees to continue working, safely. Then providing some certificates also, presenting certificates such as safety employee of the month or safety.
Man of the month.
Yeah, sure. Champion, right? Safety champion, hero of the day. So that much of things.
Yeah,
It's
provide
encourage
service.
healthy competitions and reinforcements good habits. Then giving their rewards also. The small incentives such as gift voucher, safety badges, then trophies or other rewards can motivate the employee to maintain the safety practices. For example, suppose on employee wear all the required PPE, okay, every day. Okay, so the report hazards promptly and follow all safety procedure. Okay, so instead of taking this behavior for granted, okay, so the supervisor recognize the employee during a safety meeting and present a safety champion certificates. So this recognition motivates not only that employee, okay, but also others to opt its similar safety behavior. So the people repeat behaviors that all recognized and appreciated. So the positive reinforcement built the confident, increase the employee engagement, and it's create a workplace where safety become a shared value rather than just a rule. Then, causes of unsafe behavior. To improve workplace safety, we must first understand why the people engage in unsafe behavior. So, in most cases, the employees do not intentionally want to cause the accident. No one should think like that, right? But unsafe behavior often result from personal, organizational, or environmental factors. We just to discuss some common causes. One is lack of training. The employees who are not properly trained may not know the correct safety procedures or how to use the equipment safely. uh, Example, uh, one new employee, okay, it's operate a machine without understanding the correct safety control or increasing the risk of injuries. Okay, so second one is fatigue. That is, the physical or mental tiredness reduce the concentrations. It's slow reaction time and increase the likelihood of mistakes. Example, an employee working long shift may forget to wear PPE or overlook a hazard. Maybe happen. Then stress, work pressures, personal problems, unrealistic deadlines, or heavy workload can distract the employees and affect their decision making. So the the stressed employee may rush a task and skip the important safety checks many times. Then overconfident. Experienced workers sometimes believe they are so familiar with the job so that they no longer need to follow safety procedures. Sometimes, example, a worker thinks I have done this job 100 of times. Okay, nothing will happen, and ignore the safety rules. So the overconfidence also many
Correct.
times can be as dangerous as lack of knowledge. Then peer
Yes.
pressure. The employee, that is many, every company, many of the employees to face their peer pressure. That is, the employee may copy unsafe practice because they want to fit in with their co-workers or avoid being criticized. Example, if someone in a team avoid wearing safety gloves, okay, a new employee may do the same to feel accepted. So a strong safety culture encourages the employee to, it's a follow safety practices even when others don't. Okay. So unsafe behavior is often caused by human and organization factors, not just carelessness. Even understanding the causes help us prevent the behavior. So as a future safety professionals like you, your role is to identify these root causes and provide appropriate solutions such as training, supervisions, workload management, and positive reinforcement. Then here I'm just to give one real world example. I hope that this case study is helpful for you, yes, to understanding this BBS concept more effective. Okay. Just to imagine, you are the safety manager of a manufacturing plant that produce automobile component. Around 400 employees work in different sections such as machining, welding, assembling, and painting. The company has all the necessary safety facilities. Okay, PPE is protected free of cost. Then safety sign are displayed throughout the plant. Everyone here now?
Yeah, here. Please go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Employee receive safety training during the induction also. Okay. So perfectly, the companies have all the arrange the all necessary safety facilities. Okay. So despite these measures, the safety department notice a recurring problem. Many employees are not wearing their personal protective equipment constantly. Example, workers entering the production area without safety helmet, employee removing safety gloves because they feel uncomfortable, some workers not wearing gloves while handling sharp metal part also, handling some sharp metal part also, a few employees wearing safety shoes but leaving the legs untied. Okay, so initially the management tried to solve the problem by using warning letters and imposing penalties. However, the improvement was only temporary. After a few days, employees returned to their old habits. So the company then decided to implement a BBS program. Okay, that is, first one is identify the behavior. The safety team identify the critical behavior. The employee must wear all PPE correctly before, during the work. Okay, identification is done. Second one is observe. That is, 1 month the trained safety observations, conducted daily observations without blaming or interrupting employees. They recorded number of employees wearing PPE correctly, area where PPE compliance was low, common reasons for non-compliance. The finding shows that some employees found the PPE uncomfortable. Okay, so others believed that the task was low risk. Some employees feel like that, simply copied experienced workers who ignored PPE. So the third one is provide feedback. Instead of criticizing employees, because previously what the company have taken, that because they circulated the warning letter, okay, but instead of criticizing the employees, now the supervisors had friendly conversations. For example, one noticed you are not wearing your safety gloves. Can you tell me why? Yes, so the employee explained their concern and the supervisor discussed the risk in personally and also directly, and demonstrated the correct use of PPE. So the focus was on coaching, not punishment. Then that is positive reinforcement. The company introduced the recognition program also. The employees who constantly follow the PPE rules receive the appreciation during daily toolbox talks. Then a safety champion of the week, providing their safety certificates every month, recognition on the plant notice board, then the small rewards such as gift voucher or company uh, uh, merchandise. So the team achieving 100% PPE compliance for the entire month were also recognized. The fifth one is monitor progress. The safety department consider observation every week. So within 3 months, the BPE compliance, improved from 65% to 96%. So near miss incident related to PPE reduced significantly. So the employee begin reminding one another to wear PPE. So the supervisor spend less time enforcing rules because safety behavior become a habit. So the workplace developed a stronger positive safety culture. What we learned from this case study? Anyone? What learned from this case studies? I'm just to be explain one situation, right?
Yes.
What you learn?
How to reduce the accidents.
Unawareness, ma'am. Unawareness and not following the PPE safety induction, and not followed by the supervisor instruction, and purely for lack of experience or lack of follow up. This is what predicted.
Okay, Mariappan sir, thank you. Any other answer? Other students, please try it. Yeah, Pallavi also in that part of the classes. Pallavi always talked at you. Please, Pallavi, do you have any answer in your side? I hope that today the sessions, the Pallavi is little bit busy, right? Any other? Actually, here the main learning is the punishment is not a way giving their solution. Okay, apart from that, right, our intention is we want to be clearly to explain, to create their awareness to the employee side. Yes, of course, the Mariappan sir also highlighted for this. Yes, to create their proper awareness, to create their how many risks are behind all the things, to should explain clearly. Automatically the employees just to ready to fully compliance. Okay, fine, good. Actually the lessons learned is understanding the employee behavior is essential. Why the employees is denied? Yes, first of all, the supervisor want to be understand their what is the real situation, what is the reality the employee is denied. Another thing is also coaching is more effective than punishment, because the company in prior they circulating their warning notice, but the compliance rate is not should be changed, but automatically to train their handle the taken the concept of coaching, automatically the compliance rates will be increased. Compliance, right, the rate is increased for 46 to 96. So these are the things. Another thing is what we learn, main thing is the behavior based safety create long term improvement by changing the habit, not just enforcing the rules. So the people are more likely to repeat behavior that are appreciated than behaviors that are punished. So the behavior based safety succeed because it focused on changing behavior through observation, coaching, feedback, and positive reinforcement. So ultimately creating a workplace where safety become everyone responsibility. Good. Finally, yes, now we can go for conclusions, that is summary way. Yes, so as we come to end of this today's sessions, let quickly recap the key concept of BBS. Okay, today we learned that the behavior based safety is a proactive approach that focused on improving workplace safety by encouraging safety behavior through observation, feedback, and positive reinforcement. We discussed what BBS, then why unsafe behavior caused the workplace accident, then Henrich safety triangle law, then ABC model, then BBS process, that is identify, observe, record, feedback, reinforce, monitor. Then the importance of observation and checklist, then how the positive reinforcement motivate the employees, and then one manufacturing plant case study showing how the coaching and recognition improve the PPE compliance. Okay, so safety not just a rule or a it's a policy, it is a behavior. So the safe workplace are created when every individual consistency chooses safety actions. Okay, now I just want to be understand about your learning of today's sessions. Okay, I'm just to be taking their very simple 5 questions. Okay, please, I'm expecting answer to everyone, not only Mariappan sir. Okay, fine. Shall we go?
Yes, please proceed.
Okay. The first question is, what does BBS stands for?
Behavior
Anyone
based
here?
safety. Behavior based safety.
Based safety. Option B.
Okay, fine. Good. That is behavior based safety. Okay. Second question is, according to Henry's triangle, how many unsafe act or near misses or association
300.
with one major?
300.
300.
Okay, fine. Actually, did you understand that law?
Yeah.
One major
Yes.
injury, then
29. 29 minor in.
very good. Yes, 300
Near
near
Misses.
misses. Good.
Near misses.
Okay. Third question is, what does the B in the ABC model represent?
Behavior.
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 Behavior, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Okay. Can you please tell me what is the expansion of A?
Antecedents.
Antecedent.
Yes, accident. Very good. C means
Consequences. Consequences.
very good. Consequences. Very good. Fourth question is, which of the following is an example of positive reinforcement?
Appreciation
And
and
recognition.
recognition.
Appreciation and recognition.
See,
Very
appreciation
good.
and recognition.
Because
See.
the positive reinforcement means appreciation and providing the recognition, not for punishment, right? Because the
Yes.
rest of the three answer comes under punishment. So the correct answer is C only. Very good. Then fifth one is, which is not a common cause of unsafe behavior. If unsafe behavior, na, what?
Lack of training, ma'am. Lack of
Good
training.
communication.
Not a common cause
Good
of unsafe
communication.
behavior.
Good
Sorry.
communication.
The answer is good. D. The good communication. It's not common cause.
Good. Yes, because the question is very clearly indicate which is not a common cause of unsafe behavior,
Good
because
communication.
cause
Good
of
communication.
unsafe behavior is lack of training, fatigue, and stress. Okay. So D only, it's not relevant anything. So that's why we said that it's a good communication. That is the answer is D.
D.
Very good. Yes, I don't know how many students really you just to be observe my classes anyway. Just for the 5 assessment, I should understand, yes, at least the 3 to 4 people just to listen the classes. Thank you so much. Actually, you are the BSc safety and health management students, or what? Actually, what is your basic degree?
I will tell you. I will tell you about me. I will tell you about me. I'm the project manager. I'm the project manager.
I'm asking what are, sorry, Mariappan sir, actually I'm asking what's your studying here in that eduving platform.
Okay,
That's
okay,
my
okay.
question.
I actually joined for the
Health and
BTech in
safety.
mechanical engineering.
Okay. But your
PhD.
specialization is safety and health management, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I worked as a safety HSA officer.
Okay, fine, Hari. Thank you so much. I mean, I feel like that this is the UG degree classes, so the students should not take part of more interactive. Otherwise, I'm just go for interactive way.
Ma'am,
Okay, fine. The next classes definitely will go. Yes, Jacob,
can you
please.
share the very first slide?
Yeah, sure, of course. Why not? 1 second. I'm just go for slide.
Can I leave, ma'am?
Yeah, you don't have any doubts, na? Please leave it.
No, I don't.
You are
have
asking BBS, na? What you are asking?
No,
First slide
no.
means you are asking
Yes,
introduction part.
exactly. This is I'm asking.
Okay. Actually, you know that it's a BBS means actually behavior based safety.
Sorry, I am actually taking some notes. That's why I'm asking for the slide.
Okay. No issues. 1 second, we'll go there. No problem. Okay. Because the BBS, it's a behavior based safety. It's a systematic approach to improving the workplace safety by focusing on people behavior, okay, rather than the equipment or procedure. If you say in simple, BBS means it's which behavior are safe or which behavior are unsafe. Okay, so mainly the BBS, it's encouraging 3 things. Okay, one is observation, second one is feedback, third one is reinforcement. Observation, how observe how work is being performed and identify both safe and unsafe behavior. The observation usually taken from supervisor side. Okay, then feedback. So then through the observation, once the observation is completed, the supervisors just transfer their feedback, sharing their feedback to the employees. Okay, why you are not to wearing their PPE, what is the struggle you are facing, these that time sharing the feedbacks means what is the meaning, just to be create that awareness to the employees, not only sharing their what exactly observe. Okay, another thing is positive reinforcement, that is appreciation and recognitions. That is, the punishment not giving any solutions. So even, Gen Z, also Gen Z students, it's very difficult, because I am also taking their classes somewhere, some on universities as a dean. That time I am facing lot of problem for managing their Gen Z. Yes. So that much of things, even after the completion of that graduation, the Gen Z directly go to join that corporate. Whatever we are telling now, the opponent only they are doing, right? So that time the punishment, it's not workout, but coaching is workout. So that is the thing, the BBS. Yes, the mainly behavior based safety programs, mainly we want to counsel their employees to changing their compliance rate. That's it. That is BBS. Are you okay, ma? Or you understand, Jacob?
Yes, yes, no problem.
Okay, fine. If any questions from your side, any of the student side, otherwise to leave the sessions, please. Okay, thank you.
Ma'am, please can you repeat about case study?
What, ma?
Ma'am,
Pallavi?
about case study. Yes,
Actually, here I'm explaining one situation, Pallavi. What situation means? Yes, really one organization, one manufacturing unit, yes, to giving all opportunity to the employees. Okay, about BPE, also about their clear instruction pasted from industries, yes, over the plant. For example, without wearing their helmet, don't enter this area. Okay, without wearing their gloves, don't do this activity, whatever may be all the instructions. Okay, in that case studies, so company side fully, yes, it's fully, it's compliance. Okay, comply, not compliant, it's compliance. Compliance means it's a fully uh, I mean, what we will do, what I can say, it's a fully, it's a ready, no any negatives from company side. Okay, all the things should be ready. Yes, even the supervisors ready to help the employees, even the management ready to given their all the safety measures to the employees. Okay, the company side 100% perfect. But the thing is, the employees, some other reasons, they are not doing their, yes, wearing their helmet, PPE properly, everything. Okay, that's why the company, initially the company giving their punishment to the employees, I mean given warning letter to the employee. Warning letter means, what is the meaning? Given some punishment, right? So the employee is not ready to change the behavior. Of course, once the complaint letter, I mean the warning letter received in the 2 to 3 days, temporarily the employees change their behavior. After that, again the employees just to be do their routine work. Okay, I mean the routine mistakes. So the second, what that supervisor follow na, directly to observe, that is BBS program, right? First to observe, then share their feedback to the employees, then coaching them, properly monitor. What is the result? Automatically the employees change the behavior. Automatically 46% of result, just to turn over into the 96% of result. I mean 96% of employees properly wearing their PPT, follow their rules and regulations, safety measures, rules and regulation, follow their SOP after getting proper coaching to the employee supervisor. Okay, why I'm just to be given that example, that case studies na? Yes, you want to be understand, punishment is not work out to the employee side. Okay, that is positive reinforcement. That is positive reinforcement means to giving appreciation, proper coaching, to create proper awareness to the employees. It's create their more effectiveness. Okay, or you understand, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, Pallavi. Thank you.